Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.
Shall we begin with our usual prayers in our various ways? Similar. Thank you very much for those wonderful prayers. May Allah answer to our prayers. On the introduction, good morning once again, Director of Administration, Commissioners present here, Deputy Commissioners, Superintendents, and other ranks. And our very best guest this morning, from Malick Fama Foundation. These are the Secretary General of the Foundation, the President, and all other officials of the Foundation present here this morning. We welcome you all wholeheartedly in this blessed month of Ramadan. On behalf of the Director General of Prisons, to witness yet again another huge donation items from Malick Fama Foundations. And these donation items include namely 25 bags of rice, 29 bags of sugar, 5 buckets of butter, 10 cartons of milk powder, 5 gallons of 5-liter oil, 25-liter oil drums, 5 cartons of tea bags, and 5 cartons of dates. These are very, very high quality products in our today's modern food consumption, and by valuing their cost, this amount to a high number of hundreds of thousands involved, which is very welcoming as we are in the month of Ramadan, which is a month of caring and sharing to the less privileged, the needy, and the poor. And these inmates you bring these donations for are our own people from our various communities who are here one way or the other due to some reasons that they had conflict with the law. And as humans, we are not perfect. We learn from our mistakes. They need our support. This donation will definitely trigger something in their ears to know that they are not left out, despite they are incarcerated, but families, friends, well-wishers outside have them in hearts and minds. This is why these donations are brought forward on their behalf. And we rest assured that these donation items will be delivered to these inmates, and it will add value to our kitchen. As we all know, this is a new government that has inherited a broken economy. So it needs partnership, support, and cooperation from all other areas, being philanthropists, Gambians in the diaspora, you name them. So it's a worthy call, moreover in this blessed month of Ramadan. So on that, we definitely prayed for the strength and growth of Malick Fama Foundation to the higher heights. Without much ado, I will now have the singular honor and privilege to invite the Secretary General of the Foundation to give his statement. Mr. Secretary General, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, the DG Prison Services, and of course, parents, partners, individuals, media, all duly and respectfully observed. I just want to take this opportunity to inform the individuals and of course the general public that the Malick Fama Foundation is a non-profit organization that was founded in March and registered in October 2018. The overall objective of the organization is to contribute to the living conditions and general welfare of the needy, most especially the inmates across prisons in the Gambia, in an effort to complement government's efforts pursuant to this objective. We intend to make a presentation of food items for the inmates in this very occasion. You may recall that similar presentation was made last year during the Ramadan. This gesture has been adopted by the organizations to be a yearly tradition whereby the foundation, through the support of partners, families, individuals, and of course organizations, and well-wishers will donate the food items to the prison's inmates. In light of this, we wish to have the events being covered by the media. These organizations, as we said, it is a non-profit organization, and it also encourages the general public to emulate these gestures. This, we believe, is one of the important ways to sensitize the people to have positive views of prisons, and of course, further encourage the individuals, institutions, private sectors, Gambians in the diaspora, to further encourage and take similar endeavors to complement the government efforts in improving the life of inmates in the Gambia. On behalf of the foundation, I wish to take this opportunity to thank our partners, individuals. Among the partners, most especially EJ Investments, who has done a tremendous support as far as this particular presentation is concerned. Individuals as well, whose name said to not be mentioned, residing in Qatar. Security outlets through the Ministry of Interior, and of course the late mayor of KMC. The Malick Fama Foundation, as we mentioned earlier, is here to make a presentation on the items to be distributed to the inmates as we quest in our quest in enhancing the better life improvement of the inmates in the Gambia. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Ramadan Karim to all Muslims Ummah around the globe.
I now have the singular honor and privilege to invite Imam Alaji Sise to give his statement.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mbooloo mi maa ngi nuyu ñëpp di sargal ñëpp di baalu àq ñëpp ci weer koor bu nekk nii. maa ngi baalu àq ñëpp ci weer koor bu nekk nii. kontaan naa ci programme bi. xam na ci kontaan bu baax a baax ndax lii lu am solo la lii man ni wax ak yéen ni sax su ma ko mën sax man dinaa ko def sax ndax doomu réew mu baax mu nekk lii war na la ko jaral ko sa réew maa ngi gërëm Abdoulaye Diop ak Ndeye Bousso ak suma mag bi nga xam ne mooy Awa Cissé di yaay Ndeye Bousso mu ngi ne toog Awa Cissé mooy ki toog di gërëm kii Pape Cissé di nijaay Ndeye Bousso nekk ni suma gannaaw ak suma rakk Kumba maa ngi gërëm Ndeye ak Ablaye ñoom ñi nga xam ne doomu réew mu baax lañ ndax doomu réew mu baax sa réew dafa war a jara pour nga def lu mel nii soo nga jënd maalo mu bëri mi ak suukur si diw boota tii nga dimbale ko ñoo xam ne si prison bi loolu mbaax mënut a paase loolu ni sa prison bi bu sañoon fuñ toog ni ñu toog fu ñoom seen bopp kon maa ngi nuyu Ablaye moomu nuyu Ndeye nuyu ay mbokkam yëpp sant leen gërëm leen bég si ñoom loolu nag parce que lu ñu def lu baax la lu am solo la bëgg nañ seen réew bëgg seen réew a tax ñu def li ñu def nii soo loolu moom naa noonu su ma toogee fii pour ma wax leen ko si ñoom sant naa leen gërëm naa leen maa ngi gërëm Lang Tomba mi nga xam ne su ma ko toll ku baax yàgg ak Ndeye soo ko moom tam ku xam kóllëre la du fàtte mu déema moom wax dëgg yàlla sant nañ ko gërëm nañ ko ñi fi toog yëpp sant naa leen gërëm naa leen waaw salaamaaleykum wa rahmatulah.
dama bëggoon ñu sant suñu borom ñu julli ci Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sant ko ci weer wi yàlla nañ fekkee déwén gëlal ñu ren bi jaayi Seydi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam salaatu ala nabi bismillahi rahmani rahim allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa sallam allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina nabiyina Mawlana Muhammad wa sallam tasliman alhamdulilah alamin ñu ngi gërëm ñëpp te xam ne képp ku fi ñëw yàlla dana la defal sutura te dana la fay ndax ñu fi nekk kenn gënu leen yàlla dogal li te jombul kenn kon suñ borom yéen ñu taxaw leen yal na yàlla dolli sutura bi jaayi Seydi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ki nga xam ne nag ñoo yónni gannaaw yàlla muy Ablaye alhamdulilah bi alamin ñu ngi koy sant di sant ay bokkam ak àndandoo ak ñu ko jàppale ñëpp yal na yàlla fay leen bi jaayi Seydi Muhammad yéen ñi fi fekk ngeen taxawoo nii yàlla gis na ko yal na yàlla dolli sutura jéggal ñu suñu bàkkaar yi bi jaayi Seydi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gërëm nañ ñëpp nag surtout ñi nga xam ne bàyyi na leen ci gannaaw nekku fi waaye mel na ni mu ngi fi ndax taxawu nañ ko taxaw ba ca war ñi fi fekkut taxawu nañ ñoom itam taxaw bu war ñoom ñëpp waaw kon nag ñu ngi sant bu baax bi jaayi Seydi Muhammad yal na yàlla dolli sutura.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. After thanking Almighty Allah for gracing this occasion, I want to first recognize the presence of the Director of Administration at the Precinct Service, who happens to, by extension, my son, Mr. Lamin Sane, the Director of Operations, Commissioner Sow, who is also my son, Lamin Sow. I'm flanked by my two sons, so I'm well protected. Commissioners at the Precinct Services, senior officers. I also want to recognize the presence of the Vice President, Malick Fama Foundation, alongside with the Secretary General, Malick Fama Foundation, distinguished board members of Malick Fama Foundation, the family members, precisely the mother to one of the founders, that is Ndeye Bousso's mother, who is my Ajaratu. I want to recognize her presence. I want to recognize Imam Gay on the side of the other co-founder, Mr. Abdoulaye Diop. I want to recognize the presence of their family members, precisely their children. I want to recognize the presence of Mr. Aladi Sise and Mr. Sise, who is an uncle to Ndeye Bousso. And recognize the presence of a distinguished musicians in the Gambia by the name of Jere Jallo, aka Gisla. Gisul, okay. I'm not very familiar with this. Gisul. I have been reliably informed that Gisul is appointed ambassador to Malick Fama Foundation, Goodwill Ambassador for that matter. So I congratulate you, and I have no doubt that you will carry the message of Malick Fama Foundation worldwide. So thank you for being here this morning. I also want to recognize the presence of the media, because your presence here is very important. Without you, I don't think many will be in a position to know what's happening here. It is indeed an honor and pleasure once again to be part of this August gathering, which marks the presentation of food items to the inmates at the Mile 2 and other prison facilities in the country. Last year, around about this time, we gathered here for a similar presentation from the Malick Fama Foundation. Before going further, I stand to appreciate and recognize the effort and the good initiative that has been taken by the two founders, that is Captain Abdullah Job and Ndeye Busso. You see, my presence here today is very significant. Significant in the sense that I am not only a board advisor, but I have a lot in common with the two founders. With Captain Abdullah Job, he was my ADC when I was the Chief of Defense Staff. And our relationship went beyond the service line. We lived as a family, we stayed as a family, we did things as a family. With Ndeye Busso, the same applies since she was here as a journalist. I worked with her in so many areas, at so many levels, and me and Ndeye also, we lived as a family. The extension of the family continued to all her parents, and they also adopted me as a member of the family. Having said that, the two co-founders of Malick Fama Foundation have taken a very good initiative. I've said this last year, and I'll say it again. Certain people never want us to mention our past experience, but it is through your past experience that will help you to adjust for your future. Myself, along with Abdullah Job, we were part of the inmates at the Mile 2 here. And at the time, we knew the conditions at the Mile 2, particularly on the side of feeding. And I am very much sure that it is against this background that when both of us or all of us got out of there, Abdullah Job had the vision to plow back to see how he can improve those conditions that we left. And I thank Allah for being with him, for supporting him to be able to do this. He did it last year, and this year too, he is on the verge of doing it in our presence here. So it is a laudable initiative, and I want to call on the members of the general public, particularly those who have been fortunate enough to give a helping hand to the inmates in Mile 2 or in the prisons. Because as the saying goes, the life you save might be your own. So whatever good you do to the inmates here, be rest assured that the reward comes from Allah Almighty. And I also want to thank the board members who worked tirelessly to see that the objectives of the Malick Fama Foundation are realized. Both Abdullah Job and Ndeye Busso are not in the country, but because of your hard work, you, the members, the board members, that is why we are able to sit here and make such a presentation. So congratulations to all of you for a job well done. I also want to thank the parents, the family members of both Abdullah Job Captain Abdullah Job and De Busso, you had supported the two, because certainly without your support, I don't think this day would have been possible. I don't think this foundation, the creation of the foundation, would have been possible, because you would have chosen that the finances, the money they will spend to purchase these things rather goes to you, than helping others. But you didn't choose that. You were concerned about humanity. You were concerned about the plight of the inmates. That is why you encouraged them, you supported them for them to go ahead with this laudable initiative. So I commend you, the family members, to the co-founders. To the prison services, the director and his staff, I say a big thank you for opening up for this foundation to be able to showcase the assistance that they wish to the inmates. Because in the previous, not everyone can walk here and make a presentation. But now I can see a lot of people are coming forward to make a presentation. This is because of your openness to the public, your sensitization to the public, for them to understand that not everyone who comes to prison is a bad person. It is something that is destined by Almighty Allah. It is, in fact, it has been written before you, the individual, you were born. Anybody who goes to prison, know that your going to prison has been destined, has been written by Almighty Allah well before you were born. So I'm very pleased to recognize that from the prison services, and to further encourage you, the prison services, to do your utmost effort to see to it that the prisons is changed, fit for human. It cannot be 100% fit, but the support that you also give to the inmates will make a difference. I have no doubt that from the reports I am getting, a lot of things have changed and things are changing. So also to the government, I want to assure you that the general public is ready to collaborate with you, to support you where your shortcomings are. But still, I'll take this opportunity to make an appeal to the government to continue to consider the inmates. Now that I am happy that the inmates are learning skills that will be beneficial to them after when they're discharged. So I'll encourage them also to make a yearly or a quarterly whatsoever assessment, whereby the prisoners that are very productive in their skills and who have changed in attitude and who are well reformed be given the opportunity to return back to the society so that they can contribute their best to not only their families but to the development of the country. I don't want to make a long speech because I am really delighted for this initiative taken by the Malick Fama Foundation. Once again, I thank all of you for finding time to come here, particularly the members of the press. Your presence here talks a lot. It means a lot. This year we have more even representation from the media than last year. That shows that you are continuing to value the services that Malick Fama Foundation is providing. To the board members, don't relent. Don't relent. Only Allah has your reward, and may He reward you abundantly. Continue the good work, and continue to extend your services to other sectors of the less privileged in the society.
Family members of Malick Fama Foundation present here today, Secretary General of the Foundation, our Goodwill Ambassador, Malick Foundation, Board Advisor, General Tom Montamba, who was once a citizen in this country, very hardworking, very honest, and very sincere. I must admit to you that he was one of the good men of this country, who worked tirelessly to ensure that security obtains in this country. General, most welcome. Okay. Commissioners of Operations and Logistics, Mr. So and Pinter, our distinguished high-profile officers present here, PR on the staff, Captain Abdullah Job in absentia, and De Busso. De Busso I may not know well, but for Captain Abdullah Job, personally I know him very well. he was a very disciplined soldier when he was in the army, who hardly look in the people's eyes when you meet him. That shows that he's somebody who is humble and generous. This is why I'm not surprised that since last year he was coming into this country giving support to government, I would say. The press, ladies and gentlemen, I'm indeed most delighted to be here this morning with you to witness yet another magnificent gesture from Malick Fama Foundation in response to the call of Islam, where during this period of the month, people of the entire world will start to give support to the most needy people. There is no more needy people in the world. There is more of inmates who are incarcerated into the four walls where they are restricted to move and have their own freedom. Always I would say that those inmates will not be regarded as bad people. Some are there by design, some are there by accident, some are there by peer influence. So therefore, it is the mandate of everybody, every citizen, to give assistance to these people. I said here earlier that Islam is a religion that shares and cares for mankind. And during Ramadan, month of Ramadan, it's been said that even if you are a traveler, you're traveling longer distance, you go to a destination, even whereas you are rich, people have to give you so they can break your fast. Because where you are, nobody knew that you are somebody rich. Much more those who are the inmates in custody, who cannot move, who cannot go and do their own business. So therefore, the support of the inmates is more better, more rewarding than giving support to people outside. Because these are the people who really need support and help from mankind. The advisor said here that the family members of Malick Fama Foundation are one family united for the common purpose, that is to embrace Islam and give support to mankind. And I think this is the best way that we can do once we are living as citizens of this country. The Gambia belongs to all of us. Gambia belongs to all people sitting in the Gambia here, or residents in the Gambia here. And that is why the security sector reform has come to remind us that we have to change for the better, that we change for the interest of this country. And in that change, it means we must come together and complement government's effort. The government of the country cannot do everything. Government have their priority agendas. Of recent, we all understand that there is a national development plan for the country, where all sectors have an input in that plan, where government is going to cater to all these sectors, which means there's a lot of money. And also, even with that, most of the funds are coming from outside through pledges. Now, what do we do here as Gambians? I think when it comes to feeding and food supplementation, I think the Malick Foundation and others alongside would be commended to come in at least to complement whatever government is doing in terms of feeding inmates. Imagine about 500 or more inmates, feeding them daily, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Medical bills are coming. Other kinds of support are coming. Transportation here and there, fuel is very expensive. Government is including a lot of money in inmates. And this is why when you came in to give support from last year, definitely General and the team, Malick Foundation, we are really overwhelmed. And we have to thank you very much for whatever you are doing for this country. We are very much impressed. Prisons here, we are doing a lot to transform the inmates. Our core mandates here are to ensure that when they are here, we try to reform them. We try to change them. We try to give them hope and give them confidence. And in doing that, it's not an easy task. Because when we reform, we start to rebuild them to what we call rehabilitation. Because they came in disparate, they don't have hope. Just as the saying goes, he who feels it knows it. Those who were there know exactly what it takes to be an inmate. And therefore, we have to ensure that we rebuild them. And in that sort of rebuilding them, this is why we have this skills training component. They learn skills, electric installation. They learn about welding, information technology, tailoring, sewing, and the like. And also counseling and guidance through some other partnership. So that by the time they graduate from here, when they go back, they can easily reintegrate with the society. And they can become responsible citizens of this country. Because it is not wise that somebody goes out and comes in like that all the time to be a prisoner. What are we doing as government? What are we doing as people? This is why we are endeavoring to ensure that they learn skills so that their livelihoods will improve when they go out and they can do certain kinds of things. Let me inform you that of recent, we have trained more than 65 people. The first batch we were 25, second batch we were 43. And out of those people trained, one of them has graduated to become an instructor within the prison here to teach other inmates. So, and he's going across the country now to train other people. This means that we are trying to look at the core values and change for the better because of the security sector reform that the country is yearning for. Once again, hence we are in Ramadan, I think we have to thank very much the Malick Fama Foundation for mobilizing all these resources to give to the inmates. One thing important is that is the intention. Some may become millionaires. Some may have billions who don't have the intention to give out. One may have only 1,000, but would at least think of sharing that 1,000 with the poor people. Your intention here carries more weight than everything. We are very, very much happy with whatever you are doing in terms of resource mobilization, in terms of thinking of prisoners who are in custody, who are not free. Therefore, on behalf of the Director General of Prison Services, our able commissioners, and the entire staff, we are saying thank you very much. And I wish to tell you that all these food items will be put into very good use. This is why we have here the media to capture whatever we are saying so that we can be held accountable. So, General and the team, advisor, Imam Gay, Imam Sise, Secretary General, and the Goodwill Ambassador, we are saying thank you very much, and may Allah bless all of you. Thank you very much.
You know, yeah. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be here. It's the first time, you know, getting involved in something like this, and you know, my manager called me and told me that get ready. On Friday we're gonna go visit somewhere very special, and I was like, okay, I would really love to go. And then he explained everything to me, and finally I'm here. I'm saying thank you to Malick Fama Foundation for giving me the opportunity to be here, and saying a thank you to you all for coming here. It's really, really great, you know, and I'm looking forward, you know, for more things, you know. I want to do a lot for my country. That's why I stood up to be an artist, like not just to sing and make people happy, but to also give the message and spread the message and the love, you know. I'm saying thank you. I'm not good at talking, you know, as you can see me, I'm shaking right now, but I'm so happy to be a Goodwill Ambassador. I'm grateful, and thank you all for having me here, you know. Wow, thank you.
On that note, that brings us to the end of this presentation. I think we can have a walk outside and do the presentation ceremony with the items, donation items.
Director of admin. I'm going to let
Thank you very much.
Dreaming of owning a property in a prime location with great proximity and fantastic neighborhood? EJ Investments Sanyang Seaview Estate is the best choice you have been waiting for. Our Sanyang Seaview Estate is approximately 15 minutes drive away from the busy hub of Brusubi roundabout and into the heart of nature, where you can have a peaceful and relaxed lifestyle with your family. You can buy a finished 4-bedroom story with 5-year flexible payment plan or a service plot with 2-year payment plan option. With over 300 homes, you will enjoy big tar roads with covered drainage, modern electrification with solar street lights, gated entrance with security post, and a breath-catching experience of our beautiful sea view and lake view. You can own a home today at our Sanyang Seaview Estate. Call us today on 446-4838 or 325-9220. Visit our website on ejinvestments.net. EJ Investments, first in property.